What's up, guys? Brian back to talk about The Walking Dead, Glenn from Pizza Boy to Zombie Killing Machine. Article by moviepilot, pretty awesome. I do not claim copyright of any of the pictures used in this video. I'm using my commentary on the fair use principles for that too. So just use the pictures with my commentary under the fair use copyright principle. Spoilers ahead. If you don't want to know, stop watching now. Spoilers ahead. Like I said, it's a moviepilot article. There's the link there. We'll put the link in the description. They do a really good job highlighting Glenn. Thought it was great, worth a mention. As if you know my channel, you know our channel, you know what we talk about here. We think Glenn and Abraham are the ones to die. So Glenn is one of the victims, but let's talk about how awesome he is. So from the first moments we heard him admonish Rick on the walkie-talkie, "Hey, you dumbass in the tank, cozy in there," we all fell in love with Glenn Rhee. Well, I like him. I didn't fall in love with him, but I do like Glenn. Even if his first act had not been to save Rick, there's no doubt that we still would have had the same affinity for the selfless, capable team member who has added so much to The Walking Dead over the years. Having been in the series since Season 1, he's a part of the Atlanta 5. Glenn is one of the small group of people who have been in the show for its entire run, but given the cliffhanger of Season 6, it's possible that sadly his time to soon be up. Before we know Glenn's fate one way or another, let's take a look at Glenn's journey over the course of The Walking Dead and remember why it is that he made such a crucial member of the squad. I think Glenn is awesome. He's a member of the Atlanta 5, really Atlanta 6 if you throw Morgan in there, but Glenn is a great guy. Steven Yeun, pretty awesome dude, and I think he's going to be missed for sure. I know I will miss him, but I do think he will be the victim, or one of the victims. There he is with Rick. Great picture of young Glenn. He's changed so much over the years. Life before the apocalypse, he was a pizza boy. Post-apocalypse, badass. We know a few details from Glenn's pre-apocalypse life, including that he was born in Michigan to Korean immigrant parents and also had sisters. Sometime prior to the outbreak, he moved to Atlanta and was employed as a pizza delivery boy. So, you know, that kind of gives him some wherewithal to know how to get around and street smart and get around for making runs, and knew downtown Atlanta pretty well. That's why he met Rick in downtown and saved him there too before he was kidnapped by the Vatos, which is a great sign there. An asset to the group throughout the series, Glenn has conditionally proven his usefulness. During Season 1, we learned he was making frequent trips into the city. He knew the layout as being a delivery pizza guy to gather food and supplies for the rest of the Atlanta group. In Season 2, Glenn learns how to fix vehicles, particularly RVs, from Dale, a skill which would once again come in handy during Season 5. In Season 3, he assisted in cleaning out the jail of walkers, made supply runs, and showed his loyalty to Rick. He backed up his decisions a number of times, so he's a good member of the group. But Glenn's strength and knowledge aren't the only reason he's an asset. In Season 4, Glenn shows he's got a strong moral compass when he runs into Tara Chandler in the ruins of the prison. Although Tara has initially been part of the governor's group that led the attack on the prison, he realized she regrets it and helps her escape and return her help locating Maggie. Glenn is very principled through that series and demonstrated Season 5 when he allowed Nicholas to escape and give him a second chance during their fight in the woods. It was only in Season 6, Episode 12, during the campaign of the Savior's Compound, that Glenn's first killed a human, the only one of our main group who hadn't until that point. So, you know, the whole Nicholas thing is kind of showed why Glenn is Glenn. He gave maybe a little too many chances and almost died because of Nicholas. A family man. In Season 2, Glenn met Maggie Green, and shortly after the two began a relationship, after the pair made their relationship known, Maggie's father, Herschel, gave Glenn his family's pocket watch as a symbol of his blessing. Eventually, Glenn finds a wedding ring while he cuts it off the hand of the walker at the prison, as we just kind of crazy. Proposes to Maggie, which she accepts. Although the two had their share of obstacles, including Glenn's recent near-death experience with Nicholas at the dumpster, the pair have always found their way back to each other and now are about to extend their family with a baby. There you go. Do you think they're going to keep the baby? I hope so. I would like to see baby Herschel, that's named in the comics, or maybe even name it baby Glenn. Maybe change the name of the baby or the sex of the baby if it's a girl or not. I don't know. They could throw a little twist in there, but I hope they do keep the baby. The end of the road. With both Glenn and Maggie in Negan's lineup, our favorite Walking Dead couple could sadly be broken up. While there's a slim chance Negan could kill Maggie, given a similar storyline in the comic series, the big money is that Glenn will be the one meeting his demise. But if Glenn does end up being killed by Negan, it will be a death which will not be easily forgot, and there's no doubt that his legacy and spirit will continue throughout future seasons. That is for sure. I just think he's going to be the victim, going to be missed, of course, from the comic book. They kind of have to replicate that to give it justice on the show, but they're going to throw Abraham in there for shock value and whatever. But what do you think, guys? You like Glenn? You love Glenn? Going to miss Glenn? Thank you for watching. You're awesome. Do you agree with Glenn's going to die or not? Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let's keep this channel growing. You guys are awesome, and let us know what you think.